on the road. Q1, our biggest game yet. Which feature was included in nearly all computers 10 years ago, but has now become rare? CD-ROM drive, USB, or computer? 40,000 just about here. Years ago, you bought a computer? Out there. These days, it's all in the cloud. We don't need ROMs anymore. I do. I still miss my... 2. What does the S in the popular television series CSI stand for? Star, Showbiz, or Scene? CSI. Have you seen this one? It's a big show. CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. That's right, Crime Scene Investigation. Scene is the S in CSI, and 215, 995 got it right there. CSI Las Vegas, CSI Miami, CSI New York, CSI Stamford, Connecticut. I think they jumped the shark with CSI Fallujah. Q, 3,000 plus. Ryan Gosling co-starred in The Notebook with which former girlfriend? Rachel McAdams, Charlize Theron, or Elizabeth? The Notebook. Every boyfriend has to watch. Tears streaming down your face. The Notebook. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams starred in the movie. Adams is your answer. 196,787. If I'm a bird, you're a bird. Something real happened on that set. Something very real happened on that set. For 196,000 people, it's not over. It still isn't over. Of you, I lost you once. I think I can do it again. 196,787. Moving. Already, this game goes fast and furious. Radio station call signs west of the Mississippi. East begins with W. N is a military radio signal. K is your answer. A-OK, and 102,015 got it right. We just lost 84,000 players. Savage question right there, losing 84K. We are down to 102.15. The dividing line has changed over time, but from 1923, it's been that big money. That big money. 102 are floating on to Q5. The rest are crying tears that could flood that big river. Q5, the country of Israel is found on which continent? Asia, Africa, or Europe? Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael. Where are you gonna find it? Asia, Africa, or Europe? It's kind of in the middle, the nexus of all three. We consider it a European city, Tel Aviv. Israel is part of the Asian continent in the Middle East with Syria, the Arabian Peninsula, and 62,868 got it right. They know their atlas. They know their geography. Middle East is considered part of the Asian continent. Ooh, doggy, 62,868. Moving on to Q6 tonight. $8,000 prize, people. You want that money. Q6. What does Ned Ryerson try to repeatedly sell Bill Murray's character in the movie Groundhog Day? Life insurance, car parts, or tailored suit? Ned. Needle knows Ned. Ned the Head? Come on. Case Western High? Ned Ryerson. Well, we have a little video clip. Let's go to the videotape. Needlehead Ned.
Phil, I sell insurance.
What a shock.
Do you have life insurance? Because if you do, you could always use a little more. Am I right or am I right or am I right? Right.
Bing again. Needle knows Ned Ryerson selling life insurance to Phil Connors in Groundhog Day, and 52,802 are left after that one. Got the shingles senior year real bad, almost didn't graduate? Bing! Q7, shout out to Steven Tobolsky on that one. Great scene in a great movie. Q7 for the 52,802 who are left. Which of these video game series does not feature the Knights Templar? Dragon Age, Uncharted, or Assassin's Creed? We are now halfway through the game. 52,802 players left. The Knights Templar. They're showing up in lots of video games and your medieval history, if you crack your history books much, but they're not going to be found in Uncharted. The Uncharted video game series does not feature the Knights Templar, and we are down to 30,134. We just lost over 20,000 on that one. 30,000 plus are crusading on to Q8. But before we get there, are you following us on Twitter yet? You should be at HQ Trivia. Shout out to some new HQ Trivia followers: Corey Moore, Frank Luciano, Catherine Clinsace, Evan James, Alyssa Palladino, and DJ Shredder. I'm only assuming DJ Shredder is an actual DJ. Otherwise, you should be. That's a great name for a DJ. 30,134 left. Here's Q8. Which car company is credited with initiating the modern assembly line? Packard, Ford, or Oldsmobile? The first to install the modern assembly line. We all think of Henry Ford as the man who got it all started with the assembly line, but he perfected it. He didn't initiate it. Ransom Olds, with his Oldsmobile, is the first person to actually put that assembly line into place. And holy guacamole, savage question here on Q8. We just lost a whole lot of you. We're down to 3,252. Ransom Olds invented the assembly line to boost the output of the Oldsmobile Curve Dash in 1901. 3,252 HQTs are motoring on to Q9er. Which Stephen King story inspired video games Half-Life, Silent Hill, and The Secret World? The Mist, The Stand, or The Dead Zone? Getting lit right now. This game's getting litty. Bringing Stephen King into the mix. Literature question. Stephen King, he's written probably hundreds of stories at this point in his career, but this one, published in 1980, very influential on lots of media, including video games. That would be The Mist. That creeping, crawling fog with creatures from the netherworld. 1476 got it right. The Mist. Scary, scary story, scary video games if you play these games. Has wielded a lot of influence over the years. Stephen King. 1476 are moving on to Q10, the back nine here of HQ. What is the only Van Halen studio album to not crack the top 10 on the US Billboard charts? Van Halen, Fair Warning, or Van Halen 2? Go ahead and jump. You want to jump into this one with both feet, but where do you want to land? You should land on the 1978 debut album titled Van Halen, and 402 are left after that one. That's right, the debut from Van Halen peaked at number 19. But of course, it happens to be the best-selling album ever for the band, with over 10 million units sold in the US alone. 402 are running with the devil. On to Q11, then penultimate question of the night. The founder of which tech company donated most of his non-voting stock to his alma mater? Bose, Flappy Bird, or GoPro? The founder of which company made a gigantic donation, quite the stocking stuffer, to MIT, because he graduated from MIT in 1951 and then taught there as a professor for 46 years. That man is Dr. Amar Bose, who founded Bose. Wouldn't you believe it? And we're down to just 88. Olds 88. Call back to Oldsmobile. 88 players are moving on to the final round. For those of you who got this far, congratulations. We started with, 240,000 players? We're down to just 88 finalists? You gotta answer this one to win the money, folks. This is it. Q12. It all boils down to this. 88 players, $8,000. Who's gonna make that money move? Who's gonna stay as cool as an H-cucumber to take home that cash? Q12. Just off the coast of which of these continents would you find a persistent lava lake? Asia, Australia, or Antarctica? Lava lake. Whoa. Ooh. Toughie to close it out, as it should be, but also a fun one. Do you want to know about lava lakes? Let me tell you what a lava lake is. It's large volumes of molten lava contained in a volcanic vent or crater, a lake of fire, literally, hell on Earth. There are only 5 examples of lava lakes on the Earth today. One is on the big island of Hawaii, another on Vanuatu, both islands not near any continents, really. There's also one in Ethiopia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. But the 5th and final lava lake is found at the top of Mount Erebus on Ross Island, just off the coast of Antarctica. For the win, $8,000. We got 44 winners, baby! Boom goes the dynamite! 44 winners on a record-breaking game. They're splitting $8,000, which breaks down to $181.82, which is serious money for your Sunday night here post-Thanksgiving. Go buy a Christmas tree with that money or a Hanukkah bush. Go for the good stuff. Maybe a lodgepole pine or a Douglas fir, you know? Spruce, spring for it. Spruce up a little bit. How about that, folks? With over 240,000 players in the game, we're down to 44 winners. Congratulations to all of them and all of you who made it close, but no cigar. You had fun tonight? Do you want to come back tomorrow? You can. We're back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific, and tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 Pacific, with more questions and more cash for you. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. What a weekend. Thanks for playing. I had fun. I think you did too. We're all a little richer for having played tonight, if not financially, then emotionally and psychologically and intellectually, right? Until tomorrow, come back and join me. I'm Scott Rogowski signing off saying, Scooby-Doo can do, but Jimmy Carter is smarter.